Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Now I'm aware it's been quite a while since I've done a video, and I'm sorry about that, but today we're going to be having a look at a brand new enhancement pack from Armstorng Powerhouse. You can probably already tell what it is. Unpause the game. It's of course the Class 700, and I'm quite excited to have a look at this actually because no, I'm quite excited to have a look at this. The 700 was actually something that I was shocked that DTG actually brought out in the first place, you know. It's not something I would have expected them to do, probably because of how sort of new it is. But nevertheless, it's here. I've obviously done a video on the 700 from DTG. This time I made sure the sound actually works, so should be picking up the sound. Yeah, because last time there wasn't any sound in the video, but did it really matter? Let's be honest, did it really matter? Let's get the train set up first of all. Master key, put it into, hopefully that's neutral. It's neutral on my, oh lovely. I've got no AWS button.
AWS and AWS excellent. Operational.
Something's out of sync on my box. Interesting. Is that an alarm I need to cancel? Or what? I've not read the manual yet, so this could be fun. That's all I'm saying. I'm assuming I've got to cancel that. Apart from the fact that I'm sitting inside the chair, I don't know where that's coming from. SDO, okay, so we can do Control R to get us some SDO up in here. I'm just going to quickly grab the manual. I probably should have done this in advance. I never even thought about it. Come on, Armstorng Powerhouse, load your website. Right, there we go. Right, let me shut the train down. Shut that up for the second. Let's have a quick look at the manual. Right, how to start the train, how to start the train. Auto numbering, all of that. Cold start, we're not on a cold start. We just want to get it going. Features. Where's the section for setup? Control F. Type setup. Oh, lovely. There's that setup doesn't exist. Setting up the driver's cab. Page 18. I didn't even think I'd have a problem with it. Right. Okay. So Shift W. Q for the alarm. Acknowledge the passenger alarm by F. By means of the key F. Okay. Right. So put that in neutral. Cancel that.
AWS and AWS operational.
I don't ask. Right. Okay, so that's what that is then. Right. Let's get the doors open. Right, what other, oops, that's not what I wanted. What was it? Control R, wasn't it? Guard operated SDO, driver operated SDO. I think that's what we're gonna want today. Cool. I'm not gonna bother restarting the game to see what that is. It might even mean that it just hadn't loaded properly, to be fair. Who knows? Let's have a look at the passenger view. Ooh. Nice. Tab to obtain permission to pass signal. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, okay. This is different, isn't it? Pretty sure. Let's quickly see. Are they all the same? They're all the same. Okay. Ooh, the part of closure on the normal line. Okay, so it's taken from now then, I guess. Nice. I'm not too worried about the timetabling for this scenario, to be honest. I just want to see if they've done anything. I don't think they've done anything. But the interior does look a bit lighter, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay. It's not really too much about the visuals, of course, is it? It's all about the bleeps, bloops, and other animals. Nice.
Please check the signal.
Nice. Signal is indeed in a position that we can go from. Oh, lovely. Okay, so the button box does the control thing doesn't work. It does the brake notches and not a lot else. Oh wait, hang on. Oh crap. No. That's my bad, that one, because I had the I remember reading this in the manual actually. You've got to have the train in forward, in forward, please, thank you, to actually get power. So let's get going. Oh, that train's moving now. Too fast. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely better. 100% better. At least the sound's actually cut out now. I really want to hear it on AC mode, to be honest. We need to take power in here as well. Apparently there's some different camera views as well in this the passenger view. Sideways one, that's interesting. Okay, so there's nothing that, like, they should have stuck one out in the corridor, really, so that you can actually see everything, like see down the length of the train. That would have been fun. That's what I want to see. With these see-through trains, you want to be able to look down them, watch them bend and twist and. But hopefully they're not twisting. You've got a problem if you've got a train that's twisting. But yeah, no, you want to see it go up and down and bend around the corners, you know? I don't understand what their fear of bendy trains is, to be honest. It's weird. That's nice strong horns. I'll 100% mess this stop up. For some reason I can't drive this train. I don't get it. Oh, and also when I started the game, I discovered that I didn't actually own the 465 pack -2. No idea how I did. Nice. No idea how I don't actually own that. Ooh, that was actually the train. Huh. Squeal. Is that the brakes? Is that the brake squeal or what? I don't know. We're driving a service to Victoria, London Bridge. Technically, it's a London Blackfriars. I think it's a Luton service. We need to set a destination at here as well. Oh, nice. Oh, listen to the brakes. Pitching. Awesome. Okay. Now I can't see anything. Nice. I probably missed it. No, I didn't. What? I didn't miss it though. Victoria. Luton. I don't understand, because I actually caught it. It carried on for a second. Alright, fine. Whatever. Stick it into neutral. Set it to emergency. Hopefully that will give us a brake release. Yep, there we go. Cool. Helm mode selector. Oh, we didn't set any Headlights. And then again, I suppose, okay, we got markers. We should be running with headlights. That's markers. It must be... No, that's dipped. So that one is external. That one's, okay, so that's a headlight. So yeah, we were running with the correct lights. So I guess by default the train actually loads in. Because if I remember rightly, if you take the master key out, the headlights go off. Oops. Now, I reckon I'm going to have a lot of fun with this train, to be honest. Big core route like Thamesing. There's a lot you can do with it, with a train like this, so... Middle and mainline scenarios, East Coast scenarios, all sorts. Nice. Nice. It's definitely some kind of, it's definitely something to do with the brakes. What, I'm not actually sure. I've never really heard a sound like that before, to be honest. Unless there's some kind of fan that comes on. That's the only thing I can really think of. Some kind of brake resistor fan. For the regen, who knows? Nice. Just wanted to do that in silence. That sounds nice. This purple bus still upsets me, by the way. This pink bus. I kind of love it, but at the same time I despise it. And I'm convinced that Matt Pedersen has at least something to do with it. 100%. Ooh, listen to that. I'm branded. Is that my branding patch has failed? Probably. Probably the branding patch. Heaven knows. I've got so much content, it's hard to keep up with it all. I do love that brake release though. Nice. Yeah, we can do services that are properly commuter now in a properly nice train. It's great. A lot of people were saying that it's just an overpriced sound pack, and to be fair, I can see that. I can see why people are not happy about that. The sounds are great. let's not let's not sort of start moving any goalposts here. The sounds are great as always. There have been tweaks to the physics and stuff apparently. Texture changes here and there. There's now these stickers on the desk, which is good. It honestly sounds almost like a jet plane, that brake squeal. That's awesome. Yep, it just... See, this is where I'd want a passenger view. Right here. Right here. Sort of thing. So you can look down the length of the train. See it wobble around. For London Overground, London Underground, London Overground, DLR and TfL Rail. Visit TfL details, whatever. They could have given the Northern Line a good service because it's very specific, isn't it, to the bank works. That's obviously what it's referring to. Maybe that I did it on the strike weekend recently, and everything's suspended. There's always that one. No, but I definitely think them screens are better than what we had before, to be honest. What we had before were a bit odd, I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying they are not screens that actually appear, but I thought the choice of texture was a bit questionable, to be honest, so... Who knows? But it's good that they've added something that seems a little bit more appropriate. I must admit, I'm not at all convinced that that screen should be static on there, but it's better than the whole CCTV thing, I reckon. It's more informative to the passengers, sort of thing. I'll have to make sure I do that then, next time we stop. Or, alternatively, we just wait for a train to come to us. There's always that one as well, you know. Decent. Cool. Trying to think of all the places where we've not not departed from. Yeah, the textures look a bit better actually. Slightly. I'm sure they were slightly a lot different than that. The only thing missing from this train is announcements. It does sound odd without the announcements in a way. Because they're, like with the Underground, the announcements are quite a prominent feature of Thameslink as well. Obviously your long distance high speed services, announcements don't really matter, to be honest, because they're few and far between, and 99% of the time they're done by the guard anyway. But as far as commuter trains are concerned, really this game needs some announcements. For, well, any game, especially Trenton World, for example. This one, I'll let them off because it's an old game, sort of thing. But I really want to hear if you can hear the squeal that you can hear in the cab anyway, which is why I'm trying to do a stop here. Yep, there it is. And I stopped too far to have the doors open. That's fun. Can I change car? No, you can't change car. Okay. You're stuck in first class. Which is a weird one. I'd rather be in standard class if I'm being perfectly honest, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's more prototypical to be in standard class. After all, who even bothers with first class on a Thameslink train? Really? Are you really gonna go into first class sort of thing? No. I don't know. Still, a lot of the time it's downgraded one end, so you get first class seat for standard fare anyway. I guess it's one of the only places you can use a Oyster card to get a first class seat. The other place, or one of the other places at least, used to be up on the overground with the old 317 dash. I think with the old 317 7s and 8s. Used to be able to get first class on a standard class ticket up there as well because of the downgraded first class on all trains. So, you know, pretty cool. Not all trains are downgraded though. If you're going to try and find a train where you can sit first class, you've got to listen for the announcements. Basically, if it says first class is available at the front of the train, which is normally where they put it, the rear first class is available to sit in as a standard class passenger. Obviously, if you sit in first class on the front, when the train says that, you're going to get fined to first class, or charged the first class fare for it. But if you, like I say, if you listen for the announcements, you do it right. Some trains will run with both in service as well as first class, so pay attention for them. But on the most part, I think on the most part, services normally seem to run. Strip line there, lovely. Normally seem to run as downgraded standard class. Probably more the long distance runs that have the first class on both ends. The shorter distance runs only have it one end. I've got a feeling there may be the odd train that doesn't have it at all, though I stand to be corrected. It's very unlikely that all trains, or it's very likely that all trains actually have at least one bit of first class. But I've sat in rear first class on a standard class ticket, an Oyster card, so you know, bit of a novelty. There aren't many places you can do it, but you can. But then again, apparently, if you can use your Oyster card at Luton, apparently you can get on a no, it's contactless, isn't it? Now I'm thinking of that Jeff Marshall video, but it wasn't a Oyster card, was it? It was just a contactless card. So you can pay contactless for first class up East Midlands Railway, but you know you can't get can't really pay first class for many other places, sort of thing. Get it for the same price as a standard class. But hey, sometimes when you're booking tickets, you look at the tickets and the first class will be maybe about 10p more expensive, occasionally even cheaper. So, you know, think my dad had a friend who was looking into going somewhere. I think he was going up to York, and the standard class ticket was whatever the price was as a return, and for the return first class, it was only an extra tenner, and for that tenner you got like breakfast and a cup of tea and all sorts of stuff. So I mean, why wouldn't you do that? The food is probably more than the cost of the food probably more than pays for the extra expense on the ticket anyway. So you know, you get a better seat. Not that they're much better nowadays, but you know, basically a first class seat is possibly a bit wider and has a fancy thingy on the back of it. Oops. What? Really? I caught that. It took me time to react, but I caught that. No, I'm not having that one. I'm not having that. That was 100% cool. I'm not happy. You don't even need to put it into neutral. Interesting. Control D, DVD. Turn on DVD. 60 seconds for not touching any controls, which any controls isn't quite any controls. It's basically horn, power notches. I think there's something else that can reset the DSD. Crikey. Yeah, 60-second timer on the DSD, that is, of course. Catford. Well, you can't buy a ticket between Catford and Catford Bridge. I wonder how long it would actually take, and the shortest route possible, via train, to get from Catford to Catford Bridge. I've never done it before, but Catford Bridge is literally, look, this is literally the line we're going over now. There's Catford Bridge. You can see it just off the side, and literally Catford, as you can tell by the HUD, is just around this corner. So they are directly next to each other, the two stations. So I wonder how much it would actually cost to go from, or not how much it would cost, because if you did it on contactless, then you technically could probably get away, probably do it. Although actually, with the system, I don't know if the Oyster system actually understands location, does it? I don't know if it's just zone to zone or if it's location to location. I think it's location to location, to be honest. Otherwise, if you tapped in at zone 2 and you tapped out at zone 2 but went through zone 1, I guess you'd only be charged to zone 2 fare. So it must be locational. And it knows all the routes. So you'd probably be charged whatever zone Catford is in to the outer zone rather than the inner zone, I reckon, because the inner zone would probably be more expensive. So they'd probably charge you to go around the outer zone, regardless of whether it was quicker or not. Yeah, my branding patch definitely needs attention on the Electrostar. I've got no idea why though. It was working just fine before, last time I used it. So heaven knows. I just love the fact that Alan Thompson Sim did their own sort of little enhancement patch for it. It's just that way. It's not even on the conductor rail because it's so far far away. I've just noticed it's not AP track either. Now, I don't know if an AP track patch exists or if AP have done it themselves. I don't know that one. Maybe I need to re-download the track patch. See if it works. To be honest, I don't really see a lot of difference in the AP to the DTG packs. The 3D sleepers are nice, but it irritates me to no end that they're actually not 3D. I know. Oh, sorry about that. I know exactly why they've done it. It's to save the amount of polys that the game's trying to load in. But it doesn't do a lot for me, to be honest. I'd much rather them have gone all out or not at all. But the thing I do like from the AP track pack more than the DCG is the depth of the ballast in the AP pack. If you ever look at it, the ballast is actually a 2D texture, but when you shine light on it, it does actually look like it's 3D and it's shining only on one side. So there is a bit of depth to the or perceived depth to the ballast in the AP track patch. Cool. Give it a bit of power. They're normally quite rapid at accelerating. Side note, I've literally not seen a 12 car formation in the game. I've literally not seen one so far. I'm not saying people haven't done scenarios with them. Oh, that's the East Croydon to London Bridge line. We just went over there. Why? Why? What am I missing? What am I missing? Have I missed something? AWS. Let's try searching AWS in the manual. Failure to acknowledge. It mentions it in the DSD. Cold start. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Wait, hang on. The train just started driving itself when I was looking at the manual. So it went down to zero to about 5 miles an hour. The brake came off, and then it just carried on as if nothing had happened. Great. So I could have had a runaway train anyway then. Well, I actually managed to get the AWS that time, apparently. I believe. Yep, no, it worked. That's a bit stupid then. Is that a glitch, or have I done something wrong? I definitely caught it in time, though. You all saw it when it disappeared, and then the distance in time between or difference in time between me cancelling that AWS and the thing flipping emergency braking. There was no correlation there. It should not have gone into emergency. Anyway, I guess I'll mention a couple of other elements about this game. It didn't like me being there for some reason. Heaven knows why. Maybe my front was directly on the mark. I don't know. It's stupid if that's why. Heaven knows. Heaven knows. see the shard. Cool. That's where we're going, over there. That's how far we gotta go, except we gotta go the long way round. We're gonna go away from it first a little bit, in order to get to it. But nice, anyway. Oh, there's Elephant and Castle, so there's... We're obviously going past that big building there. I'm sure that's Elephant and Castle, that building. The skyline does look a bit empty, though, to be fair. With just the Shard and Elephant and Castle. Don't know what the building's called, I can't remember. I know it's got a name, but heaven knows what it is. Well, to be fair, we've not got many stations left. I think it's only Peckham Rye, Denmark Hill, Elephant, and London Bridge, isn't it? That's what I want to say. We'll find out. I was going to check, but actually I don't want to check because I am quite enjoying this. So I don't think it wants us to go to City Thameslink, which is a terrible model, and everything about it is awful in the game. But whatever. Oh, have all the doors opened here? Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't pull quite forward enough on the rear. I'm sure the marker like this, so you know, whatever. It is what it is. Nice. I love how the sound actually kicks in before the train starts moving as well, like it should. Actually, there's something I didn't check. Does it actually get a little bit louder before then quieting down a tiny bit? Because that's what they do, especially on AC. To be fair, they sort of get really loud and then they quiet down just a tiny bit as they start to accelerate. So yeah. Let's turn all this stuff going. Nice! The little squeal at the end. The little brake squeal, I love it. Awesome. Awesome. I guess technically we could... hang on, it's a head out view, isn't it? I can never remember the keybinds, that's why I always end up doing it. There we go, we could do it from here to be fair. See the wheels turn on. I want to look at them. Right, yeah, elephant, cool. See, it's caught me again. I didn't do that. I caught that before it was anywhere near there. So it stops and then just carries on then. That's not good actually, you know. I don't approve of that at all. On a health and safety sort of concern. I don't approve of that at all. It basically means that if the driver's not paying attention after emergency braking, the train could just start rolling away. You know, if he emergency brakes into the correct place, or misses an AWS, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know it's only right. Okay, we were expecting a red round here, so. Nope, green, cool. Nope, shoot it in the rail. You know, if the driver gets distracted while the train's emergency braking and he's left the hand on 100%, just shoots off like that. I don't like that at all. I don't think that seems very safe, to be honest. There's the head-out camera. Now, it's a very detailed sound profile. I guess I should probably quickly mention all of the rest of the stuff involved with this pack. So the pack isn't just concentrating on the 700. They've actually done skins for the 707, and there's a 717. So pretty much the 707 is just the most appropriate cars of this train reskinned. And you've got Southwestern Railway and the Southeastern City Beam livery, which, to be fair, we might see one of in a minute. Around sort of to the east. And there's also a 717. So the 717 apparently uses the same cab as this. There's no custom cab for that, but does have a custom front, and of course is in Great Northern livery. So, yeah, they've done that well. Well, I say done that well. They could have done with the cab. Somebody is working on the cab though. It does make me laugh that poor Alan Thompson's team actually are working on a 700, or were working on a 700 Enhancement Pack, a sort of mini patch for it, and AP have come along about a week after its release, 2 weeks tops, and released the full-on Enhancement Pack. So they probably won't get a lot out of the pack that they made, unfortunately. But I reckon a couple of features will carry across. Apparently there's real rust on some of the rims and brake pads, so I reckon somebody will port them textures across onto this. I don't know if any of the sounds are better. We might see them on this train. I don't know. Interesting point about this part of the route on the map, by the way, is that the global coordinates are actually wrong for Blackfriars and London Bridge and all this sort of area. They're actually about an entire tile, sort of to the right, which is really odd. Why are they a tile out? And they always have been. I mean, I get they've always been because sort of once you build it once, you don't have to rebuild it all again. But you know, it's on not only that, if you're trying to use DTG's default Elephant and Castle against Bedford, about St Pancras, sorry, for the bedpan, they don't line up properly. You can't actually build the route properly, and that building is disappearing from existence. The centre point's obviously not being set correctly. Good job. Nice balconies. Nice double balcony you've got there. Cool. I'll tell you what, the one other livery I would have liked to have seen. It's a lesser known livery. To be honest, they've basically covered all the basics. But I would have liked to have seen the First Capital Connect livery done. Because if you weren't aware, when the when the 700 was first proposed, it was actually First Capital Connect still operating the route, and as a result, the concept art, the original concept art for the train, was actually produced in First Capital Connect livery. So it'd be nice to see somebody actually do a reskin for that, to be honest. The old First Capital Connect 700. Be quite a nice one to see. There's a lot of buildings popping in at such a short distance, sort of thing. And while I get that, you know, obviously the tiles are loading, it's such a short distance. Do you know what I mean? They should be global objects so that you can actually see them from a distance. Because that building directly in front of us, it's a big bloody building. You can see it for miles in real life, I imagine. You shouldn't be spawning in there. No way. And some of these a few of these random tower blocks should have a global object ticked as well, because obviously with them, they are, yeah, you know, it just builds up the skyline a little bit from a distance. Whereas at the moment, they kind of just appear at short distance. I don't mean it'd be an easy enough thing to patch and to fix, but you know, it'd be better if it was all done properly, surely. St Paul's is also in the wrong place, by the way. Just saying. But then again, maybe that's because of the that was an unmarked 20 limit. Can you please mark your speed limits, especially when they're slower? Thank you. Yeah, no, St Paul's is probably in the wrong place because Blackfriars is in the wrong place, to be fair. So I bet that was a nightmare to try and build it in the wrong place. I don't even know how they managed it, to be honest. It's quite an art form to manage that. And I did stop too far down the platform. I am aware I should have stopped at the purple marker, but a bit late now, isn't it? Bit late now. Right, neutral, master key out, and the lights have gone red. Cool. This train will now carry on to Luton, and we shall finish our run here. I'll pause the game quickly so that we don't lose the thing. I imagine it's probably the best option for us. See if I can get a nice thumbnail as well. That might be quite a good one, actually. That's quite nice. I quite like that. And that'll do for the thumbnail. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, lovely pack, lovely train. It's It's $14.99 at the moment. And interesting enough, I actually had to spend a bit more money than that because I found I didn't have the 465-2 Enhancement Pack installed or owned. I kind of feel like I've told you that already, so if I have, I apologise for doubling up my information. But yeah, that was a thing that that had to occur. So, but yeah, 15 quid. I mean, to be honest, it's fixing stuff that DTG shouldn't have messed up in the first place. However, I don't hate that price. It's not as expensive as some of them, but it's also not the biggest deal on an AP site because there's not that much work gone into it relative to some of the other packs sort of thing. They've done some texture upgrades here and there. The physics are all different and they feel quite nice. And apparently it's it's a little bit more sluggish on third rail above 20 mile an hour than it is on overhead, which is interesting, which is nice. You know, the sounds are all mapped properly, finally. Yeah. Yeah, I think for an AP product, I don't mind paying it. But I can see why people are saying it is expensive for what it does. Against what buying the train as a whole does. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Am I saying do you know what I mean a lot? Probably. I'm going to stop saying that. I should probably stop talking entirely, to be honest, but whatever. So yeah. If see, for me, I really wanted this pack, especially for the 717. I know it's got the wrong cab, but it would be really nice to see it. Let's drop my card as well quickly. So but yeah, so I think this is one best left up to you. If you're gonna drive, if you love Thameslink and Central London Railways and everything around it and commuter routes, I 100% reckon the 700 is a train that you should consider. The enhancement pack for it. Basically, if you're gonna buy the I think that's the best thing I can say. If you're gonna buy the 700, don't buy it without the enhancement pack. Do you want to spend 28 quid on a train? That's the question you need to ask yourself. If you've got the routes for it and you really want a nice commuter train, proper commuter train, then yep, definitely. If not, yeah, if you're not too bothered, I can see why it would be a bit of an asking price, to be honest. So it's in total it's around the same price as the S stock, and while it doesn't lag anywhere near as much as that, it's also missing quite a lot of its features. So yeah, but the enhancement pack does a good job. So I'm happy with this train now. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!